not talking unless y'all giving me land and 2,000 or more every week. You hear me?
I'm not talking unless y'all giving me likes, commenting, and subscribing. You hear me? Oh, okay. Well, hey, B. It's JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a voiceover because we have to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta as well as Married to Medicine because the girls, for some reason, are fighting. And who we're going to blame for this? Oh, baby, we about to blame Miss Toya Bush-Harris just a little bit, all right? Because Toya sat down with virtual reality and she got into some things, okay? She got into some things that led to Miss Porsha Williams reacting to her. And then Britt Edie having something to say. Then Chanel Ayan, who's very desperate, just a little piece, in my opinion, wanted to hop in and give her 2 cents. And Dr. Heavenly had to come back and clean it up as well. So Miss Toya done ran amok in the palace, all right? Not only has there been a little bit of friction over there with Real Housewives of Atlanta, but child, she done brought the Nicki Minaj fans out, and they was over there tap dancing on her neck and her head top, and it has just been a mess. But before we really get into all of that, we are going to have to check out a few clips before we get into the things that she's had to say about some of the cast members. So I want y'all to hear what she has to say about Simone. All right, I want us to check out what she had to say about Dr. Simone. So let me make sure my screen and stuff is good, and let us hear what Miss Toya had to say.
Simone, she's a hard worker.
In what way?
And so she works for Married to Medicine and she works for production. And she works hard. She works hard. She works hard to keep stories moving.
Okay.
Even sometimes when she, I think, doesn't agree.
So Claude would probably be like, why are you doing this to me right now?
Right.
I know it's not.
Right. And I think when you see the reunion, there was a response that actually took me back because I was like, is she doing this on purpose? But then when she said what she said, I don't even think Claude heard her. But that's really where the hurt comes from.
Interesting. In my personal, I feel like it's interesting when I hear Toya say that because number one, y'all all do a little something strange, okay, to get the producers change. Period. That's just what it is. We have Heavenly with her antics over here on the YouTube or whatever carried out throughout the show, and then we also have Dr. Simone that participates as well. I feel like all of you guys have shared actions when it comes to doing what y'all supposed to do on behalf of the producers in an effort to make a great show. All right. But I feel like when I hear Toya say this, right, I feel like even when the producers may come to them about certain things, some of them may potentially give them pushback. But when it comes to Dr. Simone, she's all for the betterment of, okay, what you need me to do? Okay, cool, no problem. I'll do it. Don't nobody want to do it. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I'll do it. But she also says, even if she doesn't want to do it. So I don't know, but when she goes on to talk about the hurt, that's where the hurt comes from. Yeah, it's Simone doing things to Quad that Quad does not like, and Simone is doing things on behalf of the show. But then also that maybe how she feels too. So I just need to understand more about the trailer and what we're gonna see at the reunion, and I'm gonna play that a little bit later. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts about it, okay? And if y'all feel like Simone alone only works hard. She's the hard worker where she works for herself as well as the producers. Because I feel like that statement can go for all of them. But I'm going to have to go back and watch this full virtual reality like I did for Quads to get more understanding of where Toya's answers were coming from. All right. But aside from that, there is more that I want us to get into when it comes to Porsha because she's going to talk about Phaedra. And of course, they want to know whether or not she feels like Phaedra is the biggest liar. And I want y'all to answer that question down below too, whether you feel like Phaedra is the biggest liar. Because I believe Toya said that Phaedra is not necessarily the biggest liar when it comes to this cast. Child, let's hear Miss Toya out.
I wouldn't say Phaedra is the biggest liar. I think Phaedra has mastered her craft. And being an attorney, you have to learn how to switch things around, make things work for you when you're saying things. And so I think that she has learned to say just enough.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, where you can almost flip it. Like even with the Apollo scenario, she could have easily just said, hey, Heavenly, don't do that. You know? And because I would have easily said, don't play with me like that. You know? But she didn't. She just kind of left them, was like, you know, surprise me.
Yeah.
Which then, surprise!
Right.
Would it surprise you if she came back to Married to Medicine? Because now it seems
Phaedra?
like yeah.
Oh, she's not coming back.
She's not. Okay, yeah.
Phaedra's not coming back. And I actually enjoy Phaedra, but she's not coming back because I think we're a very different cast. It's so funny. I was watching something with Porsha, and Porsha said, no, this season is real. It is really real. And I'm like, well, what was it before? You know, that's what I was thinking. What was it before? You know, and I think what she was trying to say was we have real controversy. We have real scenarios that really matter to, you know, each other, where we're arguing a real argument, you know. And I think with our show, we start there. It's always really truthful arguments on how we feel. I wouldn't say Phaedra is the biggest liar. I think Phaedra has mastered her craft. And being an attorney, you have to learn how to switch things around, make things work for you.
Now, I'm a cut it right there because I wanted to hear that part again. And I just want to say that I kind of agree a bit with Phaedra mastering her craft, right? When it comes down to everything and knowing how to answer, respond, all of that. You know, I feel, and I say that because I feel like that's what a lot of attorneys do. In my personal, okay, they get very swift with the words and the language and all of that, right? However, I still feel like to me, I mean, people says that Phaedra should own whatever part that she played in the whole breakdown of the issues with Apollo and him being there, her having her partner, you know, her bringing Shaq there or whatever the case. But I just feel like she ain't got to do that. That's, I mean, you know, but that's just me, right? I feel like she don't got to do that. The only issue I guess, is her saying like, oh, you know, that was nasty work for Heavenly to invite him. But you did know that he was coming. But like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Phaedra gives a reaction and producers cut it and she lets them know, because, you know, whenever things are being said like that to Phaedra, there is like a pause. And it's like, okay, you're going to have to acknowledge like, yeah, I knew that they were coming, but I didn't know Shireen was coming. I think that's the additional part. Of course, she knew Apollo was coming, but I don't think, or the possibility that Apollo was going to come, I don't think she knew about the Shireen, right? But based on how it looks on the show, it kind of looks like, you know, because they always catch Phaedra as the deer in headlights, right? Saying her having Heavenly having Apollo there was kind of like nasty work or whatever the case was. And I just feel like if that is where it stops and that's where Phaedra is coming from, then I feel like that's not, I don't think that was cool. Like, I mean, you knew he was coming, like at the end of the day. So is she supposed to own that part that she knew that he was coming? Is that the part? But I really feel like it was more so the Shireen portion. Because I feel like Phaedra, even if she did invite Shaq on something, I know how I'm gonna handle this. Like, I know he get jealous. I just don't care. Like, ultimately, I don't give a fuck. High key, you know, when they talk about ownership, and that's what be killing me sometimes with these reality shows. They want everybody to take ownership for something, but then the people that should take ownership for shit, they don't approach them about anything. So I'm like, I don't like, who the fuck is Apollo for Phaedra to really be that pressed about, or for her to have to take ownership in anything? Like, again, it's no different in my opinion than Quad bringing her person. Y'all had, and Quad was only around for maybe 3 episodes last year, if that, but still y'all brought somebody on the show to prance in her damn face, so she made sure the next season y'all didn't do that. Phaedra being around y'all enough, know what kind of bitches y'all is, hello, so she brought somebody with her to keep company. All right. Now, whether she knows that he was going to get jealous or not or whatever, like, that's on him. Okay. So I just, I don't know. It don't matter to me. Like, it is what it is. Like, who cares? who fucking cares? But I do think, yeah, she's mastered doing a great job of how she goes about, trying to answer stuff. Because that's just what she do. But I know y'all gonna leave y'all thoughts about that anyway, especially the people that can't stand Phaedra. But I mean, that's on y'all, because I don't be caring. Okay, people like, oh, you should feel away, Jamie, because she said this and that about Kandi, and I'm gonna remind y'all again. Some of Kandi very own friends to be sitting up there standing beside Phaedra, hanging out with that lady and taking damn pictures with her. So don't come to me, just a reviewer, honey. Okay, about what side you want me to stand on because of what she said about Kandi. When, although I like Kandi, her friends closer to her. So you would think they would have some about them. Okay, so period. But anywho, I want us to get into more about Miss Toya with this sit down, because this clip is what really set it off. All right, because she starts talking about the fillers and stuff. And, I saw quite a few of you guys saying things on social media, and maybe not y'all, but them. And people were just talking about people's facials and stuff. And to me, that other part is shoulder shrug. I don't think that anybody, in my opinion, on the show is looking as bad as, to me. Well, Carly Red actually toned hers down. I noticed, because there was a time Carly Red was just like too far. But it's this white woman, this Caucasian woman, and she walks around and she kind of looks like a cat. And I cannot think of her name, but some of y'all may know who I'm talking about. But all in all, they don't look like that. And that's a common thing. A lot of people, when they got their face and stuff done, like, I just, and some of the Married to Medicine ladies got it done. But anywho, we gonna hear what Miss Toya has to say about that. So let me go ahead and get that up for you guys. All right. So let's check out Miss Toya and what she had to say.
Did you watch it from Atlanta?
I did.
You like it?
Absolutely. Okay. I did. I like it a lot. It's a lot of Botox and fillers.
Oh, from who?
Which
from
I am not.
Who's doing the most?
Man, I saw Nicki Minaj on there. I saw little Kim.
Who's Nicki and who's Kim?
Them two ponytails, and the other one was like the smile that was like, it was like really.
Oh, they're not seeing the right doctors.
Yeah. My God.
Getting hurt medicine.
I mean, Jackie's the only one that does that gives fillers and Botox and stuff like that, but
and dissolvers possibly.
I don't know what, but that was a lot for me.
Okay. It looks like you're still recovering.
It's a lot to watch. It made me feel like I was watching this beautiful black soap opera.
I feel like that's cap, Toya. Okay. I feel like that's cap. I feel like you tried to make this a trending moment for yourself based on what you've seen other people say on the social media. You decided to, throw that out there. And I mean, it ain't that. I mean, shit, Porsha has had a lot of work done. Nene has had a lot of work done. It's like, okay. And what else is going on? Like, I mean, I just don't think the ladies look as bad as people are trying to say that they look. Okay. So when that took place, of course, the Nicki Minaj stands got down in the comments and it was like, Toya, BITCH, I like you, but don't come for Nicki. Or it was given, I can't stand this. And let me tell you another thing. Don't say shit about Nicki. Okay. So this is what Toya had to come in and she had to say. So Toya says, listen, I'm Nicki Minaj's biggest fan and have nothing but love for her and her beauty. It is not an insult to say that these girls are trying to mimic her look with the Botox and the fillers, okay? And then had the audacity to add Nicki Minaj. And I know Nicki is somewhere like, now why am I in it? I know I watch Real Housewives and all of that, but bitch, why did you put me in this, girl? And that was giving slick shade, okay? Then you go, especially when she said she saw somebody look like Lil' Kim, and we know how Lil' Kim has changed herself over the years. Like, Toya, I like you, girl, but don't do that. Just calm down. All right, calm down. Porsha, she gets in the comments and says, to be honest, the girls from Real Housewives of Atlanta has always supported the other black shows on the network. And for me, definitely Married to Medicine. And to see her as a black woman talk about the features and pick apart Atlanta is really kind of sad. We may shade one another on our show, but we keep it in-house. All right. We haven't been out there tearing down someone else's. Let's do better. Let's all win. Well, Miss Toya came back and fired back at her and said, girl, stop. You called another black woman ashy at Kenya. Not to mention, you were a tad shady to our franchise, under Phaedra Park's post. You and I both know how these interviews go, girl. I definitely stated a balanced view on the good and the bad. Don't jump on the bandwagon. Okay, child, would y'all be here to see Porsha and Toya on the show to kind of go at it? Do y'all think Toya can handle Porsha, or do y'all think Porsha won't be able to handle Toya? Let me know your thoughts. All right. And that's why I say I have to listen to the entire interview. I want to check out the entire thing just to get the context and everything in what Toya said, because Toya says that she highlighted the good and the bad of the show, right? But at the same time, I do kind of agree with, Porsha, just a little piece. It's like, dang, girl, you could at least support us. Just a little piece. Y'all always wanted our support. Like, calm down. Like, you ain't, like, girl, first of all, if you really want to get down into some things, we walked first so that y'all could do any type of running behind us. Like, girl, come on. Like, we were here first. Like, we paved the way for y'all to even have the show that you got. Okay? Y'all sure don't like to give homage to who y'all supposed to give it to. Don't want to give it to us. Don't want to give it to Mariah, girl. Like, y'all got some real issues over there at Married to Medicine. What's going on? Jealous much? But y'all let me know y'all thoughts on that, okay? Let me know y'all thoughts. Because Miss Edie decided to hop in on the conversation too. And she said it's unfortunate the ladies from Married to Medicine, not she said M&M, but the ladies from Married to Medicine look to tear our show down, but always want support from the Black community. Lead by example. It gives Mean Girls or Salty because Phaedra is gone off their show. I still wish them well regardless of the hate. Smooches is what it's giving. So then Chanel Ayan decided to hop in here. She says Toya, and she laughs, the overly edited pics. So my thing was, were you saying Toya pictures are overly edited, or are you laughing at Toya because you feel like it was funny and the other ladies of Real Housewives of Atlanta have edited pics? Like, who exactly are you talking about, and in what way can this be taken? Well, it seems like Edie took offense to it, and she says, not you hang from outside the club. Just jokes, LOL. Listen, I can't say that I'm going to dislike Edie. I don't know. The verdict is still out on her. I'm thinking I may like her because that right there was a little funny to me, just a little bit. Like, not you hang outside the club. You hang outside, girl. You could barely get in. Just kidding. Just jokes, honey, because your show did get canceled. Or did they just say they paused it? Yeah. Okay, girl. Ain't that something? Y'all leave y'all thoughts down below. Porsha hasn't said anything else to Miss Toya from what I understand. And I honestly don't even blame Porsha, because some part of me was like, I feel like you Married to Medicine ladies have been doing a whole lot. A whole lot. And now it's time for Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay. It's time for us to see them do a whole lot. I don't know if y'all want to piggyback as y'all show is about to close out. I don't know if y'all want to piggyback off of their promo to get, some few views over on y'all stuff, or what, because it has been questions about what's up with Married to Medicine. Is y'all for to end up hitting that same hiatus that Real Housewives of Dubai is on? The people are wondering, because the way y'all was shaking and moving, primarily Heavenly, girl, it was definitely, and Sweet Tea, just a piece. It was giving like, damn, is the show on the verge of being canceled? Because y'all doing a whole lot of stuff. God, damn. So I'm kind of glad Porsha ain't saying nothing else to her. Like, girl, I've given you what I needed to give you. I've said what it is that I needed to say. I don't have anything else to offer you, nor your show. Okay, Phaedra tried to help. Y'all felt like she wasn't giving anything. So there's that. Okay. Good luck coming up out the trenches, just a piece. Ooh, child. Anywho, so they dropped the trailer for Married to Medicine, right? And of course, you know what? Before we move on to the trailer, actually, I need to get to Dr. Heavenly, because Dr. Heavenly, after all of this mess went down with the ladies fighting back and forth, arguing, saying whatever they're going to say, getting fly with each other, throwing shade, Heavenly decided to, apologize on behalf of the ladies. But the people not really believing it, because they feel like Heavenly always saying some shit and taking it back, i.e. apologies too. So let us just check out what Heavenly had to say to the Real Housewives of Atlanta ladies.
I'm not the spokesperson for Married to Medicine. I'm not trying to be. I'm not. But I want to say this. I want to apologize to the girls on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I want to apologize to them because we should not be speaking on them. We should not be. I want to apologize for Simone. I want to apologize because she said some things on Watch What Happens Live. I think that Toya said some things about the girls on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I think they're retaliating or whatever. But I just want to apologize because we shouldn't be speaking on them. Porsha's right. We should be uplifting each other. And I want to thank them, honestly. First and foremost, I want to say I'm proud of y'all. First, you know what I mean? I'm proud of you ladies. You know what I'm saying? This ain't what y'all usually get from Dr. Heavenly, but I mean it when I say it. I'm proud of you ladies. Y'all did the darn thing. Y'all had a great promo premiere episode. It was amazing. I want to congratulate Shamia. Shamia is so humble and beautiful, y'all. These ladies, all of them are beautiful. All of them are beautiful, humble, $9 million house. And I'm not going to say it's the thing that I love about her $9 million house and her husband. And I think I've met Gerald before, but I'm saying he's a real stand-up guy, real nice guy. But I want to say that, and it ain't nothing wrong. I'm just saying he didn't get it balling. He didn't get it doing something scammy. He didn't do it on TV. He did it like a real businessman. Like, I love that. Like, he owns HVACs. He found a niche and it made millions from it. I don't know any of us that have $1 million house. So that has to be applauded. Like, Shamia, you did that. I think that is the dream of the ladies, to have a man that's a stand-up man that stand behind the BS, that takes care of his wife, loves his children. I mean, come on, Shamia, give it to him. I want to say all the ladies are beautiful. I just texted Drew, got a fire song. I think Shamia got a song out there. Porsha got a song out there. Man, go out there, listen to it. What she's saying is we should all be supporting each other. I know this is my show. This is my show. I get these hoes together, right? But this is my show. I won't extend myself onto their show. Now, Phaedra on our show now, she's still on this because I can get in her ass if I want to. Let me come back. Let me go back to what I'm saying. I think we got this from Kandi. Well, I got it from Kandi. I can speak for myself. Kandi has always promoted my businesses. I've said that over and over again, and I want to thank Kandi for it. Kenya has promoted my business. She has. I mean, if you look on my page right now, I got it pinned up. She gave me Porsha and her mother, Diane, have promoted my business. Shamia has promoted my business. Drew has promoted my business. I will never say anything bad about these girls. This is Married to Medicine, and we're going to stay over here, even though we know all the girls. I don't think I've had the privilege, of meeting any of the new girls. But from what I can see, they all beautiful. They all beautiful. And I'm going to say this and I'm going to take it back. We all have had Botox. I don't know what the issue with Botox. I've had some up in here, and I don't give a damn. You know, I don't care. I've had some in here. I might need some more right here. Shit, I'm going to get some if I need it. Right here, I've had fillers. I've had fillers right here. And I think I look damn good. At the end of the day, it's all about preservation. For me. Not for me. I don't know, about anybody else. But I just wanted to say, hands down, we apologize. I'm going to apologize to you ladies for Married to Medicine. We should not be speaking on y'all. We should not. Porsha, we love you. You're not a mean. We all have done some mean shit now. I'm going to just say that. We all have. But we love everybody. Married to Medicine, I'm going to speak for Jackie. I'm going to speak for Simone. Toya, I can't speak for Toya. Toya probably cursed me out. But we love y'all. We uplift y'all, and we should not be speaking on y'all. So I'm sorry, and I'm going to try to hold to that. But I'm going to say Phaedra's still on our show as of this episode. I'm not the spokesperson for Married to Medicine. I'm not trying to be.
All right, so y'all just pretty much heard what Heavenly had to say. She's apologizing on behalf of everybody over there on her show. We know she going to speak for Jackie because she always speaking for Jackie because Jackie never want to speak up and say nothing. But that's what Heavenly is over there saying. The people always supported her, so she don't want to SHI on them in any type of capacity, honey. So that's what's going on. I do see that it's very. I already know Dr. Contessa over there with her eyebrow raised. Like, not you over there so quick to give an apology to them for showing up for you. But what about times that I've shown up for you and you couldn't even apologize to me? But you just want to agree to disagree, huh? When it comes to me. I know T somewhere over there like, so you don't want to apologize to me or my husband? Wow. But you want to hurry up and give an apologize to these ladies? Okay. Well, that's what's going on, honey. That is what's going on. Heavenly wanted to clear up the BS with the ladies. I guess you want to tell them, y'all stop fighting. We all in this together, honey. Because Heavenly knows without RHOA, there will be no M2M. Period. Okay. And y'all can take that to the bank and do what you want to do with it. Okay. And that's just that. But in the meantime, in between time, what I do want to get into is this trailer for the reunion. And we're just going to listen to this trailer, okay? And just hear what all was taking place, what all was going on with the ladies, because it ended up being some hollering and screaming and stuff. Because, child, one thing Simone going to do is holler. I still like her, though. I still like Dr. Simone. I do. She get on my nerves sometimes. But I like her. Just like some of y'all still like Heavenly. Even though she get on your nerves sometimes, y'all still like her. So don't be getting in the comments asking me nothing about no, why you like Dr. Simone? She's so annoying. That's the reason you like hell. Let's keep going.
Coming up on the dramatic 3-part reunion.
Let's go. Are you ready?
We're going to tell the truth. That's what we do.
You have been giving us your ass to kiss for years.
You said that bitch.
No, I did not. I said you, bitch.
I never wanted you to get into it with her.
You said we shared the same dick.
You did.
What does the mother-in-law care if your vagina's tighter?
Because her son is happy.
Okay. Are you still seeing Chuck?
Child, I can't tell you. If I tell you, I might as well put it on social media.
Savage. Greg, you told T this would have been a fight to the death. Who do we think would have won? Just indulge me. She called him a pedophile on social media. He was like, am I a cheater? Am I a cheater?
And you sat there like a coward. I mean, you challenged me, and I guess you just got in your feelings when I stood up to you.
No, I stood up to you. How do you want to move forward with this group? Can the four of you coexist?
That's not normal behavior.
Well, it's not for you to comment on, King.
I don't believe in this. My wife can say anything to you.
You're not going to talk to my wife, crazy.
You gave us your ass to kiss, and we hung out with Greg. You got mad. You got mad. No, you got exactly what you deserve. Hey.
Get the out of here. Oh, my God.
I understand something happened.
Ladies, 11 seasons in, and y'all still don't know how to act.
You know what? I agree.
All right, y'all. So y'all heard that. Now let me just say this about the men real quick. I feel like the men might get to a place where things could potentially be okay. I don't know. Dr. Greg do make me think that he's one to hold grudges. And from my understanding, he did not press any charges. And actually, we did hear Quad and King say that. I think he may have made an attempt. Or I don't know if he even made an attempt or if he just consulted somebody and asked them what would be grounds for one. And they probably told him, oh, yeah, you can file one because you really can file one for anything. Somebody can make threats against you and you can press charges on that. It's okay. But at the end of the day, he could have made the decision to just not do it. I don't know. But what we do know, thank God, that there are no charges against King at this time. So I do want to believe that they may have gotten to a place where they could be okay. They can have a conversation. It appears that way. But King, when you said this man challenged you, and then when you stood up to him or walked up on him, but some you say you challenged me, and when I walked up on you, then you or I stepped to you or something, then whatever. And I'm like, King, baby, are we rewriting history? Because you sitting up here watching other YouTubers that's up here telling you that tale, or you reading comments, because that's not what the fuck happened. I don't know why people keep saying that. He challenged him, walking to this man, wanting to dap him up. And y'all didn't even slow it down to see that he was walking over there and raised his hand in a dapping motion. Because y'all know how men, when they greet each other. And shame on Dr. G for thinking that he was going to have a fucking bro moment. Because that's what that was. That was not no bro moment. He misread the room, but he was not trying to challenge that man on that type of level at all. In my personal. But yeah, so all in all, I think the guys are going to be able to get to a better place as they typically are. I don't know if T and Greg are going to continue to stay around for another season. Some part of me is like, y'all can go. Like, it's okay for y'all to sit back and not be a part of the show next season. I think that's perfectly okay. But I also feel like T is going to want to be a part of the show. Even if Greg doesn't, I do feel like T is going to want to be a part of the show. I think she's been enjoying coming into her quote unquote reality star, celebrityism, or whatever the case is. And I also think that she ain't gonna want those ladies to feel like they ran her off. In addition, when you have somebody like Dr. Contessa that still like has your back and is encouraging you and being the big sister to you or whatever, I think that may potentially change her mind as well as to why she just might stick around. And I kind of hate it for her a little bit, because if you do stick around, so will the disrespect as well. Because don't nobody respect you, don't nobody really like you, high key. In my personal, I feel with some of the cast members and the fans. But you know, one thing about Bravo, they don't really care whether we like somebody or not, honestly, unless the whole cast say they're not going to film with this person. They're going to keep that person around, because regardless of what we say, it definitely helps their ratings, because we're going to likely tune in anyway. Part of the reason I feel like Simone and what's her name, Quad, may be getting into it is because I think a few people may have made Quad believe they were choosing a side and could have potentially switched up on her. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Simone probably could have been like Team Quad, and then by the reunion, she could potentially be back cool with T or something. Ain't no telling. And I could be wrong. It also sounds like that it may still be some things from the past that they haven't gotten over. And I just want to highlight this too. I want to know what has happened between Simone and Quad for this to be a thing. You know, a lot of times, like, okay, example, completely separate thing. So y'all know how everybody's been approaching T with this type of energy, like she's just this terrible person and just like, oh, you need to have yourself in check. And I'm like, what the hell are y'all talking about? None of her actions show what y'all are saying. Then I have people in the comments saying that Heavenly and some of the other ladies have said that T had gotten physical with them. I wish you guys would just drop me a clip. Right? You know how you can go to somebody's video and like clip the portion of it and like drop that link to me or something, or drop the link to where other cast members may have said something so I can validate what's being said, because now it makes me take that same example that y'all would use with the T. Oh, T has done things. She has had erratic behavior. She has touched this person, touched that person. And that's what the other ladies are saying. They just edited it out. So then my question now becomes, what is this beef between Dr. Simone and Quad? Because if it's still sister circle, that's crazy, right? The alternative thought that I have is, was there something that has happened behind the scenes that we may not be privy to as to why Simone is still beefed out potentially with Quad? Now, I will say this. Simone has said it, and I've seen other people say this as well, where Quad will be okay in the moment, and then she'll read what the fans are saying, and that will get her upset all over again based on what the fans are saying. Now, granted, I get it if she watched the show and she may relive a moment and she get in her feelings, but when she see what the fans are saying, it's like, damn, I would get frustrated as a friend too. If I'm thinking that we're cool and we're in a better place, and you're allowing these fans to shape your energy and how you should feel, like, it's like, I'm gonna get tired of that. Like, just go ahead on. Like, if you want to be mad, stay over there. And I feel like that applies for Quad and Simone. All right. So if Quad still feel like, Simone, you still mad about this and that, girl, F you. All right. If Simone feels like, Quad, you was just acting cool, now you go over here and read about 5 comments. They done told you how you should feel about a situation, so you adopted from them how you should feel. Then, girl, just go ahead. Because we talked about all of this. We sorted everything out. We were good. Like, you don't know how to let go of things and move forward after we've agreed to move forward. Just go ahead. And if that's the case, then Simone and Quad, y'all might need to stay away from each other. But it's very awkward because there is also a love there, in my opinion. I feel like their argument or them yelling at each other, to me, is different than Mariah and Heavenly. I feel like Mariah and Heavenly really don't like each other at all. But I do feel like there is some type of love between Simone and Quad. But I don't Simone clearly is not over something, and Quad isn't either. All right. And I feel like all of y'all that's crazy fans of Quads, you have to know Quad is a person that hold on to things. And clearly Simone is as well. So it's some I don't know, they need to go figure it out. But Quad did have some things to say after this trailer played. Quad reacted, and she says, for years I've racked my brain to see what's all the Simone beef about. The only thing I can come up with is Sister Circle. If you've wrecked your brain about all of what this Simone beef is about, I am concerned and I'm questioning things, because why have you not talked to her? Why have y'all not talked? I mean, is Simone telling you that she good when she know that she not, and it's still giving energy that she may have a problem? Are you even approaching her about it? Because I do feel like y'all, although y'all may have love for each other, I do feel like y'all are now at a place, and a lot of y'all are at this place where y'all really just co-workers now. And it's been like that for a few years, maybe the past few years, where y'all come to work, y'all get together, y'all film, whoop, whoop. Then once y'all on off season, y'all ain't fucking with each other like that. So are y'all even talking? Like, what's going on? So then she says, listen, I shared my Sister Circle platform with those I was friends with during that time, Jackie, Heavenly, and Contessa. So I guess she's wanting to believe that Simone feels a way that she was never put on the platform Sister Circle. Girl, wasn't nobody watching that shit for real anyway. That's why it's canceled. Like, we're going to have to move past that. Now, Quad, there was a time where you did try to put those Sister Circle ladies on a pedestal as if they were bigger than the ladies are Married to Medicine, only for you to come back when the show got canceled, because that truly was your bread and butter. You tried to not even film with the ladies so that you could film with your castmates over there on the damn show from Sister Circle. So, I mean, I get if they were offended at that time, but I am going to need y'all to move forward if that is the case, okay? And it must be something else that must be going on for y'all to just only be cool when the camera's on, but y'all don't fuck with each other when it's off. Like, I don't know. If that's what it gotta be, then y'all might need to do some y'all might have to pull a stunt of Real Housewives of Atlanta and get some new ladies with very interesting personalities. Okay. Or Mariah says she'll never come back, but I don't know. Y'all might have to it's not a Phaedra out the door. Because let me tell you, I guarantee you Phaedra probably was over there like, let me get this piece of the budget, let me get that piece, and let me grab that one over there. So now y'all done freed up a little piece of coin to where y'all just might need to bring her back if she says yes, but she says she wasn't. But you know, how you feel then may not be how you feel in 2025. So I don't know. But anywho, continuing to read this, Quad says, it's that simple. I don't owe anybody anything, she says. I don't cry mad when they don't involve me in their other ventures. I wish them well and mind my business, period. Okay. So Quad is making this, in my opinion, how I'm reading this, is she's making it from her understanding be that Simone may be upset with her because she was never put on her platform, which was Sister Circle. Right. But I'm thinking to myself that I don't think it's about being on the platform. How I'm looking at it as you put those ladies above them because you did. You had like they were better. You did. But it's old. Like, girl, like it's old, y'all. It's old. It's old. Okay. Girl, when did Sister Circle get canceled? In 2020 during the pandemic or right before? Somewhere up in there. So can we just we are like 5 years removed at this point, people. Let's find something else. Either that, or as y'all like to come to the comments, and as Heavenly likes to come to YouTube and say, oh, this wasn't shown, that wasn't shown, this wasn't shown, y'all don't know about it. Well, then is it something else that has happened that the public is not privy to? Let's keep going. One of the fans wrote, yeah, I see enough to know that you don't need to ever try to reconcile with Dr. Simone. Leave her on the other side. Quad said it's sad because I have a soft spot for her in my heart. There's that to confirm that they got some type of love for each other at the end of the day. You know, there is some love there. And I feel like the part of love that she has, I think Cecil helps with that. I think Cecil definitely has a love for Quad. I think when things were good with Simone and Quad, they were really good. And I think Cecil may contribute to that and being a reminding factor of when they had those great times. But I also don't disagree with the comment either, because if you feel like somebody keep disrespecting you, then I feel like don't fuck with them. High key. Just like I feel like Heavenly has said things about Quad, and I don't think Quad should be so quick to befriend her in my personal, right? But she also got that same soft spot for Heavenly. That's why they keep being friends over and over, even though Heavenly says shit. So it's kind of the same thing. It's like, I understand, but then sometimes I be like, girl, F Heavenly. And if it need to be F Dr. Simone too, then that's what it need to be. But as hard and as tough as Quad show herself to be on the exterior, she's really soft and mushy on the inside. Okay. So I mean, I understand too. And I also feel like although we're seeing them argue in that moment on the show, I feel like during the previews, I feel like before the reunion is over, they're probably gonna hug it out and be in a better place potentially. Right. So there's that. But anywho, let's get to the next person, because somebody else said at this point we need to ask Simone what's the real issue she has with you. Yeah, we do. We need to ask, what is the real issue you have? Was there something else that we're not privy to from the cameras? Was there something behind the scenes that may have transpired? I mean, was it some nasty messages or something? Like, what could have been? What is it? All right. So Quad says, I've asked, and she says she doesn't have a problem with me, but her actions show different. All right. So that's what Quad is saying. She says she ain't got no issue. And you know what? I don't know, but like I said earlier, I can see Simone getting, frustrated at times, with Quad. I feel like I see a lot of people saying that Quad always act like she's the victim. So then that makes me question if Simone may feel like Quad acts like that as well. And then that irritates her and frustrates her as well, to let her know, like, girl, don't act so innocent in all of this, because you've had your share of SHI that resulted in us acting like this. Like, we didn't just do stuff to you. It was a reaction based on how you were doing certain things to us. So I don't know, but that's just me questioning, like, what is all of this? All right. Now, once Quad had this back and forth with some fans, and of course she got in the comments with even more fans, to share her thoughts about things. But after she gave her thoughts and interacted, Simone came and said, good. She reposted what Quad wrote. She says, leave me alone unless you want it with me. I don't know. Yeah, y'all gotta get it together. And y'all be having so much SHI going on, and sometimes we do have to ask, is this real or is this for play? Are y'all doing this because y'all know what's gonna make the cameras or make the cut, the editing cut, or what? I guess, honey. Listen, that's all I got. That's all I got on the ladies. That's all I got. When I tell y'all, I am so looking forward for Married to Medicine to go to hell off. I am. I feel like it's a little bit toxic, just a bit similar to Love and Marriage Huntsville, but a bit different, because everybody's always trying to find something to be so outraged about, right? And I also feel like at times people like to prop Quad up in my personal as though she's innocent in all things. And I used to feel that way watching Love and Marriage Huntsville. People used to act like Melody was innocent in all things. And if that's not you, then that's not you. Okay. I'm just talking about things that I've seen. All right. As far as, the comments. Right. And that just gets like annoying. You know what I'm saying? There was something that I saw where Quad didn't like some things that were being said about her. And it was like, well, Quad, you was just sitting over here making jokes and shit about Miss T not too long ago. Like, all of y'all do the same SHI in different ways, but then when it's done against you, it's like, oh my God. It's like, and then the fans outrage, and it's just like, girl, go away from me with this. When they said season finale, I was like, praise God. And I sure hope that y'all don't bring y'all antics over there to Real Housewives of Atlanta with y'all whole shit, okay? One of these days, I am going to master not get down in the comments with you motherfuckers, for real. One day I'm gonna master not reading that shit and not interacting with it too. But anywho, that's all that I got. All right. But y'all welcome to like the video, subscribe, Y'all gonna leave y'all thoughts anyway, because that's just how y'all is, and I ain't gonna stop you. All right, I'm Jami, that's me, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Yeah, tell them I preach to the choir. Stand on my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a proxy. Cashed out at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF, got them trying to clone me like Agent Smith. Game time, I invaded gym, high elevated, I can face the rim. Putting shots up, I got laser focus, about to take it over, I'm Invader Zim. On a trip to Florida like it's A&M. Who that nigga, man, they say I'm him. Spit the truth, never wasting film, I can feel it pull